Today, I bring you a research. I've been looking at can we still afford properties around the Lisbon area, not Lisbon itself, but around it, and I was able to find a deal for 121,000 euros starting, because this is an auction, that is a location that's 35 minutes by public transportation to Lisbon center. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what I found, where you could also find as well these types of deals, and let's analyze it. Is it worth it? Yes or no? Is this actually 121,000 or could it be a little bit more? So let's jump into it. Places where you can find properties at a discounted value. And normally to find those places, you need to search for the word Asta Pública. That's basically an entity that is making an auction for a property they have in their records. Either could be Finanças, and I'll leave you a link above of how to search for those, or other institutions, like in this case, Santa Casa da Misericórdia de Lisboa is an institution that put out an Asta Pública, so an auction. And this is a keyword I've been monitoring for several years, so it immediately came on my radar. And when I saw it was close by Lisbon, I had to check it out. So I'm gonna walk you through the details of what we found. Property is located in the city of Seixal. So Seixal is around 35 minutes by public transportation to Lisbon, to the Campo Lide station, taking the Fertragos train. What caught my eye is that is a pretty reasonable starting price. So they are asking 121,000 euros as a starting price for 53 square meters, and from what I've seen of this property is in pretty good shape. I would say actually move-in ready. Probably you want to paint it so it looks a little bit fresh, but other than that I couldn't spot any major issues with information provided. But this is an auction, so you need to put forward a proposal to this institution by a certain date, and it's gonna have increments of 2,000. So every time you bid, you need to do in increments of 2,000. And then after you put that proposal, there's actually gonna be a physical session where you can attend. And from what I understand, that's where you actually do the bidding with other participants. Nevertheless, let's take a look at it. So this is the building. From what I understand, it seems to be is this apartment right here. Let's just take a look here at the pictures. Okay, so it's a building with several apartments, as you can see, a complex building. The kitchen looks in pretty decent shape, I would say, if the cabinets look pretty new. The floor, probably it's not a one that you like, but you can easily replace it. Then you have, I guess this might be the living room. It looks pretty good. It has parquet on the floor, might need a paint. Then you have a little balcony, so you get to have a little view. That's always nice. And you can close it, as I've seen other ones that actually close this and get some extra storage room. And I guess this would be the bedroom. So not bad. It looks like a good amount of space. It's not so good that we don't see the bathrooms, but let's make an assumption that if the kitchen is looking good, the bathrooms shouldn't be that bad. They should be okay. So this is managed by them. But let me show you the location. Where is the location? So let's zoom out here and show you exactly where we are. So this is the location. This building here, this is the building. And let's say, just to give you an idea of how far we are from Lisbon, let's say we want to go to Campo Lide station, which is the first station of Fertragos in Lisbon. So you can see in public transportation, it takes you around 33 to 35 minutes, and you arrive to a hub close to Sete Rios, where you can take several other transportations into the city. So transportation-wise, it's looking good. It's a good location for this amount of money. Let's say you go to the bidding and maybe you pay 10,000 more. It's still 131. It's a good price for this area. But let's compare in the market. Let's see what else is out there. How what's the price folks are selling their properties in this area. Before that, another tip I would give you is always look here with Google Maps to see what's going on. One thing I've noticed is this street next to the building is called Rua do Mercado, and Mercado means feira, so it's probably a place where merchants go on the weekends to sell things, so you might have those dynamics there. I noticed these little tents, so this is probably they were putting out the feira that day, and you go with little man here, and you can indeed see, yeah, you see all of this with papers. This is because this probably is a place where merchants come and sell stuff here on the weekends, like fruit, clothes, whatever. So that's something to be aware of, that this happens next to the apartment. But let's go into Idealista and see what are the prices for similar properties. So I was searching on the same Praceta João de Barros, which is the area that apartment is, and I found this one is a little 10 square meters, a little larger, a third floor without an elevator. By the way, the other one does have an elevator because it's a sixth floor, and is around 175,000. So if you could score this deal for around 131, let's say you get some competition, other folks bidding, it's 50k cheaper. So it looks to me like a good deal. I mean, for a property that's in pretty good shape, move-in ready, this is what you get. Like, this is a comparison. This is the price things are going by. I found another one that is brandly renewed, so it looks really shiny and sharp. And look at this price, 179. So will be a pretty good deal if you scored this for, I'm gonna say 131, because I doubt that you can, unless nobody saw that and nobody showed up, that you could score this actually by the first price point. And another thing to pay attention is that these are the types of deals that you need to have the money upfront. So you're gonna make an intent to buy, and you're gonna have to give them 15%, and then you need to have the cash ready. I don't think this is something you can ask money to the bank, because the bank will need to go see the house, see if they think it's willing to lend you or not for that investment. So it reduces the amount of people, but still there's people with money in Portugal, so you never know. But this is a similar house, exactly the same square meterage. Well, it looks really nice, I'm not gonna lie, they did a good job. But I'm gonna be honest, you know me, when I see all of this with tiles everywhere, you don't know what's hiding. I mean, a good fresh paint and some cabinets can hide a lot of nasty stuff behind it, and pladur hides everything, so you never know actually what's going on when it's freshly painted. But at first glance, the competition, yeah, look at this price. So let me know in the comments. What are you thinking so far? Would this be a good deal for you? To us, seems like it could be a good deal if you can score it at 131k. But if it starts climbing into 160, then I don't think it's such a good deal, because then you're pretty much entering on the price range of these other properties that are selling that are much more modern. So that's something to take in consideration. It starts looking good, but you never know. You need to go into an auction with the ceiling pretty much defined, because it could be slippery slope in the emotions of the moments that you actually overpay. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this property? So, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. Would you actually buy this property? What will be your ceiling price? As I've mentioned, looking at the competition on the sale, I wouldn't go above 150, just because for 20,000 more you could actually get a pretty updated property as well. So that's something to consider. Let me know in the comments if you like me to search for more deals like this. This is fun, actually, searching for opportunities that can get you closer to the big city, because Lisbon city center prices are absolutely insane, and finding deals around it that can be affordable, it's always nice. I've also been searching on Idealista, and I found some really interesting deals actually in city center of Lisbon, let me know in the comments if you want me to explore those. Those are what I called can be amazing deals or can turn out to be total nightmares depending on how well you do your due diligence. So if in the next video you want me to share those that I found in Lisbon actually under 200,000, let me know and I'll put together a video. Thank you so much for watching. Until the very next time.